There are some significant changes to how the gradebook looks and works in Moodle 3.1. In the administration block, there are two links. One is called Grades, one is called Gradebook Setup. Grades is for entering grades. Gradebook Setup, what we used to call simple view or full view, is where you construct the gradebook. Now, anything you've already put in the course, like an assignment where students submit something, or a quiz, when you build a quiz, it automatically gets an item in the gradebook. Anything that they hand in on paper manually, I need to create a manual grade item. So I'm going to, down at the bottom, I'm going to click Add Grade Item. I'm going to call this Learning Environment. Isn't that a fancy name for participation? I'm marking it out of 20 points. And I'm going to save changes. Okay, so there I've got my learning environment. Oh, and it's worth 20% of the course total. Save changes. Now, I got 3 quizzes, which are all out of 10, but it's worth 15% of the course total. So I could say 5, 5, and 5, but here's a nicer way to do that. I'm going to create a category. I'm going to call the category Quizzes. I'm going to make the category total. Oh, actually, I don't care what the category total is. I'll make it 30 because that's how many points there are, but that really doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to select my 3 quizzes, biology, psychology, mythology, and I'm going to move the selected items to the category called Quizzes. Thank you. Now, as a category, the quizzes in total are worth 15. Okay, now I'm going to put these things in the same order in which they appear in the course outline. So I'm going to move quizzes. This is the little move icon. I'm going to move them first thing in the course. So it's got quizzes, then it's got assignments, special topic, learning environment wants to go just below special topic. And then I've got my sea monster. Does this add up to 100? 15 and 12 is 27. 47, 67, and 33 is 100. Hey, pretty good. Now, you notice at the bottom here it says the course total is using aggregation type of weighted mean of grades, and it includes anything that's left empty. That's the default. You can, if you really need to, change how the categories and grade items are added up by switching from edit settings, to switch from weighted mean to natural. What does natural mean? I will only use natural when the whole course is marked out of a certain number of points. Usually it's a number other than 100, like 286 or something. And students accumulate points on each assignment or activity, then I don't really worry about the weighting. A point is a point, use natural. Otherwise, stick to weighted mean of grades and assign weights to each category. Much, much simpler. For any of the fancier settings, like drop the lowest or something, you go into edit, at the course level, edit settings, and if you show more, you get drop the lowest. You can exclude anything that doesn't have a score. That's really the extent of the changes in here. Now, entering grades, that's where we go into, back at the course level, the shortcut to entering grades was administration grades. But once you're in, we were just in gradebook setup. You still have this pull down at the top left that lets me go into grader report. This is the old way to enter grades, and showed you tons of stuff and you had to scroll all over the place. There's an improvement. It's called single view. So I want to assign learning environment scores for all my students. Hey, look at that, they're all on one screen. I'm going to give them 18, I'm going to tab down 17, tab down 16, tab down 15. So when you tab, it goes down, down, down. Once you're in the feedback, it also tabs down the feedback. So I can score the whole class for a particular grade item. I can also select a particular user and give them all their grades for the various activities that were in the course. So you can still get the big view if you go to Grader Report. I find in that case it's really useful to minimize navigation and administration block, and it's really useful to have a really big screen because it goes on and on and on. But that's what the single view is good for. And same as the old Moodle, if you pull down to User Report, then you can select your students and basically see what the students are going to see in their user report.